Okay, so here we are, the next part of our show, which will be one of the more fun segments of our show, visiting other breweries. And here we are on our way back home, visiting my parents at the Redwood Lodge, and I'm having a Belgian Pale Ale, which is somewhat drinkable, but not very drinkable. And Tracy there is having the Kolsch. Which is, tastes a little bit like, maybe like Budweiser. In other words, not very Kolsch-like.
No, not very Kolsch-y. Kolshy.
We won't pick on other people's beers and stuff like that. It's just, we're just simply being honest, really. But if you look around, you can see very popular place. Very popular. In fact, just as we were sitting down, it was like too deep at the bar, which was a little irritating for drinking, but good for them. Good for them, I'm sure. But we're kind of debating about the second beer. An interesting story that I was telling Tracy is one of the breweries that I worked at, my long, illustrious career, was North Channel Brewing Company. And if you look right up at the top there, you'll actually see, let's see, where at here? Oh, right there. There it is. That tank back there in the center, that actually came from North Channel Brewing Company, the serving tank that they're using here. I think that's all that they've ever used from the brewery, was that the one serving tank. But that's my link to Redwood Lodge.
Is that like a 6 degrees of separation?
It is a 6 degrees of separation, oddly enough. So we're going to, I'm going to make one more comment on the beer here. Really cold. There could be anything in this glass, I'm going to tell you, and it could be. It could be horrible or it could be wonderful, and it would probably taste the same. Way too cold for a beer to really get the full appreciation. But perhaps with this one, that may be a good one. All right, we'll come back with some food and our next beer. Okay, so spent the last 9 hours working in the restaurant. And now I think I've got a few moments to work in the brewery here, and what I'm going to do right now is fill some casks. So you can see here I've got a couple of casks that are ready to fill, and I'm going to fill them out of this fermenter right here, which in here is an IPA that I've tentatively called Whoa Nelly, made with Nelson Sauvin hops, which are very unique, named because of the fact that they have a flavor like Sauvignon grapes. So what I do in the casks is I like to add some unique ingredients to the casks, and I'm going to do 2 casks here. I'm going to hook up the hose here. We spray it with a little bit of sanitizer. Got a nice sanitized hose here. A little shoddy, I know. And then we put the tube into the cask here. Now we've got 2 that we're going to fill. One, I have right here this bag of hops. It's up to see. What these are Citra hops. These are actually wet hops. They were fresh picked, and the intention of those is that they would be used immediately after picking. And I actually did do a beer with that. And then what I did was I vacuum sealed a few more ounces, which I have here actually 4 ounces. So they're just like they were wet hops. Still a lot of moisture in there. Big aroma. And I put them in a straining bag that I soaked in alcohol, actually vodka, to sterilize it. So that's going in this cask right here. Let's see how I cram that down in there. It's kind of a tight set, which is good in some circumstances, of course. There you go. And then in the other cask, what I have over here is, I like clementines a lot. So what I did was I pulverized a bunch of clementines. It's kind of like a tangerine sort of a thing. And I'm going to pour that in this cask right here. I'm going to attempt to pour it in there. Let me move the hose out of the way here. Set this up here where we can film it. Pour this in here. Very cold. I think this will be a nice contrast to flavor. The hops have a nice flavor. This could be a nice example. Because of course I was real busy today. I spilled a lot of that. So what I'm actually going to do is I have one more clementine over here, and just kind of for, well, actually I have two more clementines, okay. Just kind of for good measure here, I'm going to peel these clementines, okay, and put them in there as well. Put these inside the cask here. The other ones I put in a blender. Well, it wasn't really a blender, it was a food processor, so that's why they were real chunky like that. And I probably put too many in there for the size of the food processor. You know, it did its job. I wanted to extract a lot of the juice out of there. But still put the pulp in there as well. So with these ones here, all I'm going to do is just kind of break them into smaller pieces. Still get the juice in it. The thing I like about clementines is they're really easy to peel. And they have a great flavor to it too. And, of course, if you know anything about clementines, they have kind of a short season. And it's right around Christmas time. Thanksgiving, Christmas time, New Year's. Good time to get your dose of vitamin C. And for me, the fact that I like them is kind of cool because I really don't like fruit or vegetables. So if I can find a fruit or vegetable that's edible, I don't know, I'll say it's good for you. Maybe add a couple years to my life. So put that in there. Rinse my hands here real quick. Okay. So now, all I'm going to do here is turn on the valve, come out of the tank, and we've got beer going into the cask. Fill that up. Both of the casks here. We'll fill those up, and we'll just kind of be watching them with the flashlight. If I can find a flashlight, who knows? The desk is a bit of a mess. You can see that. No idea where my flashlight is. Fortunately, I got this for Christmas. Very handy dandy. This will be my first time using it. It's a rechargeable LED work light. See that? How bright that is? And you can even do this with it. That's a flashlight. And that way I can see when the cask is full. See down in there? See the beer in there? So we'll know when that's full. So I'm going to fill these up.